Alrighty, folks. As we look at question number 2, once again I'm going to start by cubing the problem. The important information here is going to be, once again, any vocabulary words. I have a transversal. I also have parallel. So here I'm now going to underline the directive. That is, which condition would always make the two lines parallel. Once again, the B in cubing stands for box the verb, and this question actually does not have a verb, so there's nothing to box here. Lastly, I can eliminate any unnecessary information, and this question is pretty straightforward, so there's nothing to eliminate here. One good strategy with all of these questions, though, is to try to draw a picture when possible. So since I know I have a transversal that intersects two lines, I'm just going to draw a rough sketch of what this looks like. So I draw one line, I draw a second line, and a transversal intersecting the two lines. I'm trying to see which of these possible scenarios is going to allow me to know that these two lines are parallel. So I'm going to need to find a parallel converse theorem. Option 1 says that vertical angles are congruent, and this is actually true no matter what. As long as two lines intersect, vertical angles will always be congruent. That is not necessary to be parallel. So option 1 is gone already. Option 2 says that alternate interior angles are congruent. In that case, that would have to be this angle here, this angle here. Those would need to be congruent. Or this angle here would need to be congruent to this angle here. This is actually one of the parallel converse theorems, so I'm going to go ahead and circle my answer for number 2, but I'm just going to make sure that I know that the other options do not work as well. Option 3 says that corresponding angles are supplementary, and what I would need to know here is that this angle that I already labeled with one arc, well, its vertical angle would be this angle here, so this would get one arc as well. And corresponding angles are when they're in the same relative position. So this angle is in the same relative position as this angle right here. So those are actually congruent, not supplementary. So option 3 is not true. And option 4 says that same side interior angles are complementary. Well, actually, same side interior, or in other words, consecutive interior angles, those are always supplementary. So option 4 does not work as well. So we're left with only option 2 being true. Once again, if I know that alternate interior angles are congruent, that means that the two lines that are cut by the transversal must be parallel.